Brought to you in part by Monadnock Flooring and Decorating, offering quality sales, service, and installation for over 35 years on Production Avenue next to Subaru of Keene. Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Luca Paris. Welcome to A Culinary Journey. And today we're going to be talking about appetizers. And I have my good friend Cody from the Cheshire Career Center over at the high school in Keene that's going to be on here helping me. We're going to be making mussels Italiano with a little bit of prosciutto, garlic, white wine, lemon juice. You're going to love that. Then we're going to be making crepes with caramelized onions, or in this case shallots, with brie cheese between two crepes like a quesadilla. This is the great take on a quesadilla. You'll absolutely love that. And then finally, beef brochettes. What are brochettes? Well, we'll let Cody tell us what brochettes are. Hopefully he knows. Well, all that is coming up because your culinary journey starts now. Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. It's my good friend Cody. Cody, how you doing?
Good, I'm doing well. How are you?
Fine. You want to say hello to everybody?
Hello.
There you go. There you go. Hello. Cody, what are we making today, remember?
We are making crepes, beef, I don't know that Italian one to use though.
The brochettes. It's
beef brochettes?
or French, that's fine.
Oh. French, Italian.
I love it. It's all the same. It's all from over there.
Weird words.
And then what are we starting with?
Mussels.
Thank you. Mussels. I knew that would get you thinking that way. Mussels. Oh, show everybody our mussels. No, I meant the ones in the.
Oh.
Oh, okay. No, come back. Not yet.
Oh, all right.
All right. It's good here. We're gonna have a lot of fun today. We're gonna be making 3 appetizers. Actually, appetizers that are off my restaurant menu.
Nice.
So when you go to apply for a job, you already know these. No. Okay. He's like, I'm not gonna work for you. Not after this. Anyway, we're gonna do it really quick. Have you ever cooked any of those 3 items before?
Crepes, yes.
Crepes? Beautiful. We're actually not going to even make the crepes today.
Oh, well,
we'll have them pre-made. That's just a crazy thing that I'm doing. Anyway, but we will be making all the stuff that goes into it, okay? So let's talk about mussels first. Why don't you grab the mussels? We'll get that started. It's a simple dish. What's great about working with mussels is that they're a quick, easy item to make at home. And if you like mussels or clams or any of those type of things and you're cooking at home, mussels out of all of them are the quickest. It's like cooking shrimp. It cooks really quick, right? Mussels cook quickly. Now, a couple of things. I'm going to show you how to eat mussels without a fork, too, which is cool. I know. It's so exciting. The show, you're just never stopping. Cody, what I'm going to need from you are 2 things, all right? Well, the first thing I'm going to want from you to do is to basically give me a julienne of the prosciutto. And that's basically all I want is strips of the prosciutto, okay?
Yep.
So like nice thin strips like that. And that's what we're going to put that into our pan. It's one of the dishes. Good job, sir. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. The thing I'm going to be taking care of is the mussels. Now, how do you know mussels are fresh, right? Because you have to buy them live. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
No, I just found out today, too.
Really?
Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to show you something real quick. To know that mussels are fresh, they need to be closed before you cook them, all right?
Okay. Because
here's the thing. When we cook them, and they're open, we know they were fresh. We were right. There's a double check system. So first you want to know they're closed. So what you'll do sometimes, if you'll see one open, like this one's a little bit open.
Yeah.
Now what I do to it, make sure it's totally fresh and not dead, is you bang it down. You see how it's starting to close up on it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can catch it, but by just giving it a little bit of hit, you'll see that it closes up. Some of these will be fully wide open. If I could get that to close, see, he's closing up.
Yeah.
See that?
Oh.
And you know it's still alive. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
That's sweet.
All right, ones that do not close up on you, you'll get, for every pound you'll get, there'll be about 20% that won't close up on you. Sometimes you got to help them. If they don't close up at all, we're going to get rid of it because that won't open up. We need to start them closed. They need to open up in the pan. All right?
Okay.
So let's do a little bit more prosciutto, just one more piece. Yeah, that's good. And let's get that. So we got that going on. So what we need to do for this dish, and when I say quick, it's really fast. I'm going to get oil in the pan because we're going to steam our mussels with the oil and the liquid that we're working with. Oil, white wine, garlic, those are the basics for just a simple mussel dish. Oh, we want to finish it off with a little butter. I'll get some off camera because I forgot all about that. So we got the oil heating up in here, not too hot because we don't want it to smoke. We're going to add our prosciutto in there because we want that to crisp up a little bit. Now prosciutto, hey, just throw it. Look at that. Oh. That's the coolest thing to have. It's just like one of these things that, here, you get to unwrap that for me. The prosciutto is going to add some saltiness to the dish that we want. And just put it right on here, and we'll take care of it later. And it's going to bring some more flavor into the dish, and it's going to add salt. We are going to add salt and season it as we go, but the prosciutto is going to give us a nice little base. Now I'm going to also add our mussels, and I've checked them too. Most of them are going to be okay. Did I get rid of the one that didn't close at all? Let's get rid of that guy. And then we're going to put our mussels in there. Now mussels not only have their own natural juices inside, but they're also going to release some of that natural juice into what we're doing. And they're going to start steaming themselves. You can already see that happening, right? You could do it two ways. Put it on a high-sided pan and put a cover on it. It helps steam them quickly. But I'm finding that just by sauteing them, I'm going to be able to steam them really nice. Here, I'm going to add a couple of ingredients. I'm going to add some garlic. Now, I don't add it to the oil. I don't know if have you cook with garlic a lot?
Yeah, on occasion, yeah.
Did you ever burn garlic in oil?
Not recently, no.
Okay.
Probably when I started. Yeah.
Well, it's something that people do even to this day. When you have your oil that's too hot, you add the garlic, and then you start making your other stuff in there. If you add it later in the dish, what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to get your garlic flavor and have it cook down, but you have less of a chance to burn the garlic, okay? There we go. So we'll get that moving in there. Now we got our prosciutto, our garlic. We're going to salt and pepper it. Unlike other times where we salt and pepper, I go a little heavier on this because I'm actually salting the shells, not really the inside, right? Mm-hmm. So, and that's going to get into our sauce, so we'll do salt and pepper. I'm going to have you start on our final part of this right here. You're going to chop me up. Do like a nice fine chop of this?
Fine chop.
Have fun with that.
I will.
All right. So, can you see it already, Cody? Yeah, don't see how they're starting to open up now?
Yep.
This is when I want them opening them up because now I know I'm cooking the mussels and they're starting to open up. Steam inside the meat. Have you ever had mussels before?
Not recently.
Do you like mussels?
I do not know. I'm not much of a fan of seafood.
Well, we're going to find out right now,
yes.
Huh? You're going to try it no matter what?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So you take the culinary course at the high school, right?
Yes, I do.
And you want to go into culinary arts when you
I
get
do.
out? Yeah? So what do you want to be your specialty? You want to go do like fine dining or you don't know or?
More towards fine dining.
All right, cool.
I like
me too. When I grow up, I want a fine dining restaurant sometime. That was supposed to be a joke. That wasn't even funny, was it?
Level. I chuckled inside.
You did. I'm adding a little extra adiosto spicing for this. And so we're starting to see how they're opening up. Look at that.
Oh,
that's exactly what I want to find. Now I'm going to turn it up on high. I want to get this thing really cranking. The last thing I want to add before the butter and the parsley is a little bit white wine. So I got the heat up on the pan because I want the steam to happen. I wanted to get it back up with the heat. And the steam from the white wine is going to get into the mussels. And we're going to create an amazing broth for this, okay? And then a little bit of lemon juice, just because I always add lemon to any of my seafood dishes. And then I'm going to also do a little bit of lemon zest, where I just take my zester and I go over the skin without taking the pith. This is the pith, the white part, right?
Yep.
And we'll just add a little bit of lemon zest. Again, a little more lemon flavor. And this is really basically done. So this is what we're going to do. Check them out. Make sure they're all opening. Kind of moving them around. Some will open more than others, but if you ever find one that doesn't open at all, no matter what you do to it, you do not eat it. You get rid of it, okay? And do not serve it either. It's the easiest way to not feel good afterwards. Right, let's get this bowl ready. So when we come back, what's going to be cool is we're going to make, you're doing a great job on that, by the way.
Thanks.
Pretty awesome. When we come back, what we're going to make is the crepe dish that's almost like a quesadilla. So, but this is how we finish this one. Little pat of butter. And get those mussels around the butter because that's going to help us create our sauce. Let's get, come on, give me some heat. And let's add your parsley in there. Take a, oh, nice. Oh, you even have the twirl thing. I like that. You know, it takes years to get that.
Years?
Like that. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, you're way ahead of the curve. All right, I need 1 big spoon. And you're going to try mussels for the first time, huh?
Probably, yeah. I'm excited.
You are?
Yeah.
Good, you and me both. All right, so this is what we're gonna eat them right out of the pan. We don't need this. We don't need a bowl. We'll show that later. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what to do. Ready?
Yeah.
First things first, you take your first mussel out. We'll get to that one later. You need that. Take that. And no, you're gonna need that. Put that in your hand. You find one without a mussel in it. Okay? That's gonna be your fork.
Oh.
Got it? Take the next mussels. Oh, look, there was one in there. Let's shut this off. Watch this. No, wrong one. All right, we'll take one that's fully open, and you reach in with the other one, as your fork, and you eat it like that.
Huh.
So, reach in. I'll just keep doing it this way. Let's see, do you like it? Wait, we're on camera. You have to say yes. No, you don't have to say yes.
I do like it.
You do?
Yeah.
Nice. We're going to finish these mussels, right? We'll go let them cook a little bit longer. When we come back, we're going to make a version of a quesadilla with a French twist that I think you'll absolutely love. So don't go away. We're going to have mussels. We'll see you in a minute.
Good stuff.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Cody, how was it?
It was delicious. Those mussels were excellent.
You got paid to say that. Now, did you really like them?
Yeah, I did.
All right. We'll try more a little bit later. Really easy to make, quick.
Yeah.
This one's a little more complicated, but it's still as much fun. We are going to be making crepes, stuff them with some brie cheese and caramelized onion, and we're serving an apple compote with it. I hope. I hope that's what comes out. All right, so what we need to do, there's a lot of noise going on around here. What we need to do is you need to chop me up some apples. These are dry apples. Let me just show everybody. I just got like these dry Fuji apples. They're really yummy. And what I want them is chopped up as fine and small as possible, okay? Right. While you do that, I'm going to get a couple of things working. I'm going to start with our caramelized shallots in this case. I want to cut them up so that way I could cook them down for the inside of our mix. How are they chopping up? Nice? All right.
They're getting there.
They're getting there. So what? I'll wait till you're done. Oh yeah, you're perfect.
Perfect?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So what made you want to cook for a living?
My father.
Yeah? Does he do it too, or?
Yes, he's been in the business forever.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're just following along? Did he work in restaurants or in just like different places?
He's worked everywhere. Right now he's working for Cisco, part of the Keene State College.
Yeah.
But he also owns his own business.
Oh wow.
So I work there.
You work at the college?
Well, he works
or
at
in
the
his
college.
own business?
I work in the restaurant.
Oh, okay. and you're just it's in you. You can't get rid of it. You want to do this forever.
Yep.
Nice. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. So what I have here is I'm taking my shallots. I'm going to cook them down. Add a little bit of salt and pepper to them just because I'm seasoning. This is going to go inside our crepes. What's going to go on the outside of our crepes is what you started up, which were those apples. But first, I want to take a little bit of port wine. And I'm going to cook that down a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of this Moroccan spice. It's cumin, coriander, a little bit of fennel. We're just bringing a little different essence into that. Some salt and pepper. And as that's cooking down, we're going to add that to our flavors. And we're going to add a touch of orange juice and orange zest. So I need that to cook down with our apples. Let's go my orange zest. Where did my zester go? Oh, it disappeared. I'll add it in at the last minute. Because stuff just disappears from here. Now, by using rehydrated apples or dry apples, we're going to rehydrate them, and we're going to make them into a compote, and they'll absorb all the flavors from the port wine and everything we put in there, and it'll make a nice little side to what we're doing. Can you get that back on? Because apparently I can't. All right.
There we go.
All right, let's cook down our onion just a little bit. We'll get our compote going. You know what we're going to do at the same time? We're going to start working on the last dish that we have. So I need you to grab the carrot, grab a carrot from in there, because it'll be, oh, there's my zester. Oh, things just show up everywhere. You grab that carrot. Our last dish we're going to be making, yeah, it's all wrapped up and ready for you.
Oh, it's all
Our
pretty.
last dish we're going to be making, Cody, is a, let's get you a peeler, is a Moroccan-styled beef skewer with a carrot coleslaw, all right?
Nice.
So you start peeling this off to the side. We're going to get the carrots in there in a second. And I'm bringing down my onions. And in this case, I would spend a little bit more time on caramelizing. Now, you know the difference between caramelizing and burning?
Yes, burning it makes it taste disgusting and just wrong. But caramelizing, you're taking out the flavors and then you're cooking them and giving them a more of a brownish look, kind of like brown sugar, to make it sweeter and taste a lot better.
Scott Rogers, this guy should get an A. You just passed your whole class today. Did you know that?
I do now.
You do now. Wait, it's on film. You can't. He's got to follow along with my lead. All right. So we are caramelizing, taking the natural sugars of the ingredients or whatever the protein. You could caramelize protein or vegetables, and we're actually taking those natural sugars to sweeten it up. Caramelizing usually takes a little more time, where I could spend it on like medium-low heat. I'll let them sit there for half hour, 45 minutes, and slowly bring out those sugars. And when you don't have that kind of time, sometimes you add a little bit of sugar to this, sweeten it up, and hurry up that process. What we're going to do is just cook them down into like a saute mode, but get some brown to it so it gets a little bit of caramelization on it. Not quite as intense, but it'll still work for what we're doing today. So once you got that going, I'm actually going to have you keep peeling after you peel the skin off. You're going to actually peel what in essence is these same type of strips, but that's going to be part of our salad, okay? So you keep doing that while these are cooking down. So over here, what I have working on, while Cody's doing our, get out of here. These things don't want to come out easy today. I got my onions that are cooking down and browning up beautifully. And over here, I don't know if you guys could smell it, but that compote's coming together. The port wine is getting absorbed by the apple, and you get a little bit of all those flavors coming together. I'm just going to add a little bit more wine because I want these to really plump nicely and come down. And because when we finish this dish, these are going to make a wonderful compote for there. How you doing over there, sir?
I'm doing wonderfully.
All right,
how are you doing over there?
I'm doing great, thank you. All right, so our onions are coming down. That's coming down. I'm going to start putting together our Brie. So is this the stuff that goes away? Yeah. Let's get that away. And I'm going to move this a little bit closer to you while I start getting this together. I'm going to take our little sandwich here, or our quesadilla in essence. I'm going to start working on that. What I need is one piece of the crepe right there. Let's get some of this so we'll make sure everybody sees. And then I'm going to cut me up some Brie to put on there. I leave the rind on, has a lot of flavor. Just great way to go. And we'll just put a couple of pieces on like this. Now this is a menu item that I have that it's one of my favorites. I've always gone to Mexican restaurants and Spanish restaurants and seen some type of version of a quesadilla, and I always said that would be great to do it in my restaurant, but I knew I couldn't get away with the whole quesadilla thing in my place. So I said, how do I make a quesadilla but kind of give it a French feel? So I take the crepes, and you can make your own, you could buy your own, you could buy them. You take the crepes, you layer them with different things inside, and then you have to make what in essence is my salsa, which is my apple compote. So we're working those two angles together right here. So I got the bottom of my crepe with the Brie. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the onions that have cooked down. And they're great that if you cook these onions in advance, what you could do is not only cook them down and then hold them and use them on sandwiches or what have you, you could actually put them on cold on here because they don't have to go on hot. So we're going to put it here, we're going to do it a little bit on the hotter side. So you got those on there. That smells good too, doesn't it?
Oh, it smells delicious.
I like you. You could be on every show. Just keep saying it smells delicious.
It does smell delicious. I wouldn't lie. And
then we put the other one on top. All right, so you have the carrots ready for our next segment. what I'm going to do is, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of get ourselves resituated. I'll cook this during our next segment while you're getting our beef ready, and we'll put that together and then go right to our beef brochettes. So we have a carrot slaw that's working right now. We're going to add some spices and herbs and flavors to that. It's going to be absolutely yummy. We have the Brie that's ready to go. We have our compote cooking down, or our Brie, crepe and our Brie that are ready to go and get cooked. We're going to sear this off so it's nice and crispy. And then we're going to put it all together, and we'll have all 3 appetizers out here to try out. Sounds good?
Sounds wonderful.
All right, don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody, welcome back. We're working hard now. We have a couple of minutes left on our show, but we want to get you these last 2 recipes out. So let's put a little bit more on there. Make them ginger. No, generous, gingerly, not gingerly. Gingerly is light, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go crazy.
Go crazy.
One more. Yeah,
there
we're
we
talking.
go.
All right, so this is what we're doing. We did the mussels to start off with. Cody's now putting our tagine spice or our Moroccan spice blend on our beef, and he's going to start working on our salad. Now, it's a carrot salad with some currants. It's got some apple cider vinegar, sesame oil, a little bit more of that Moroccan spice blend, and then a little bit of lime zest. So you get to work on that. We'll mix that up. I was going to say use your hands, but I'll give you some tongs in case you need them, all right? So get that in there. While you're doing that, this is what I'm doing on my side. So we have the crepes from before, right? My apple compote is working. It's kind of cooking down. This thing, too, is if you want to give it some more depth of flavor, you let it cook for another half hour, 45 minutes on low heat, and it really intensifies the flavor. So you have the orange, you'll have the port wine, the apples, a little bit more of that Moroccan spice that we were working on. You absolutely just don't get any of the paper in there, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That would not taste good.
So I'm going to put a little bit of oil in one pan and in the other. Now, this is what we're going to do, okay? This is where it gets interesting. I don't need a lot of oil for my crepes. I just need a little heat because I want to kind of sear them off. So I'll just get the pan nice and hot. The beef, however, I want to get in there and start searing, and then I'm going to add it to my skewers. Now, you can do them with or without the skewers right over the salad. They work well either way. I don't like to burn the skewers, so what I'll generally do is take the beef. I'm going to sneak around you real quick. There you go. What a team. I'm going to put a little bit more seasoning on there because I want them to be intense in flavor, and then a little salt and pepper. So I'm going to cook them to about a medium rare, and then I'm going to skewer them after that. All right? Here in my crepes, which I want to get some of this oil off, so we'll just add it to this. Get that oil off, and I'm going to get my crepe cadilla. Hold on, that was funny. No, it wasn't. It's like my quesadilla, but with a crepe. You get that?
Yeah, I get that. Crepidella.
Apparently, everything's inside for you. You're an internal guy, aren't you?
On occasion.
All right, there you go. Unless it's funny, and then you actually laugh. And now we're going to sear that beef. All right, my beef is ready. How's my salad coming?
Oh, it looks gorgeous.
It does look nice. Want to add a little bit of parsley in there for some more color?
Sure.
All right, let's add a little more color in there. Did you add salt and pepper in there too?
I have not.
Probably because I didn't tell you to.
You didn't.
All right, you work on a little more salt and pepper. So, and then you are going to do for me, my friend, the skewering of the beef.
Ooh.
Yes, which will be interesting in and of itself. So I will leave these on here, give you a couple of skewers, because I got to pay attention to my, I want to take a little bit of that, put a little salad right there. All right. While you do that, I got to see how this comes out. Let's see where we are with our crepe. Make sure, because this is one of those things you don't want to kind of flip over. Oh, that looks nice, huh? You guys get that?
That looks gorgeous.
Yeah, that came out all right. First time for everything on this show. Every once in a while, we get a dish that makes it all the way to the end. All right, so you skewer the beef for me. So we have our nice medium rare beef brochettes. So you're going to kind of fold through perfect, or you want to call them beef satay, whatever you like to call them. You have those great flavors right there. And then I have the crepe and I have my compote. Let me sneak over. I'm going to steal this dish from you as I get the crepe and the compote ready. All right? And they're really simple, aren't they?
It's very simple.
I mean, if we could do it here, that's perfect. Just do with 3 there. We'll put that alongside. Yeah, give it a little bit of height. We'll go right up. There we go. And then do another one right across the other side. That's a good dish, man. You're all right.
What's that, the skewer?
The other skewer? I don't know.
Did you steal it from me?
Yeah, well, we have budget concerns here. You only get one skewer a show. So, all right. So you got that going. I'm going to add one more thing to our plate here, which is my compote. Let's get that on the plate. Oh, this came out nice. And like I said, it even comes out better if you cook it for a little bit longer. All right, so there's my apples. That's beautiful. A little bit of... Now you could add some cilantro to this if you like, because cilantro is a nice addition to it. Or you could go straight the way it is, either way. And now we're going to take over here, take our Brie, and we'll get that on there. Now we have they basically look like a quesadilla, right?
Yeah, that looks...
Sometimes it's nice to serve with a little baby spinach on there. So we have those two. This is for us, man, just so you know, because everybody else gets to eat the other stuff. And remember what we started off with? Look at that, 3 appetizers, half hour. You and me, we did it.
We did it.
Great job, sir.
Good
luck in your future.
Thank you.
Thanks, I did a good job.
Yeah, did a fabulous job.
Good luck in your future. Cooking is a lot of fun, and if you treat it with, as fun, you'll always make something good. No matter what you start with and what you end with, it was a good time the whole way. So thanks for joining me.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, I hope you enjoyed these. We're gonna dive into our 3 little appetizers here, and so are they, the people that are here in the audience. And I'll see you next time on a culinary journey. Take care. Bye.
Toodles.
Brought to you in part by Monadnock Flooring and Decorating, offering quality sales, service, and installation for over 35 years on Production Avenue next to Subaru of Keene.